your Moon Knight sucks. Here's how you get better. If you read the comics, you probably think, man, I'm gonna run up on people. I'm just gonna attack. I'm gonna put my paws on them. Nah, that's not how he's built in this game. His key is ricochet. He can ricochet off of his Ankhs. He can ricochet off of people. And that is how you do damage. You don't want to do a lot of moving around and attacking while moving around. He throws 3 at a time, making sure that all 3 are hitting a very specific target. You see how quickly it is for me to kill them? But say I'm moving around. Look, if I'm moving around, I'm hitting maybe 1, it takes a lot. You're gonna struggle a lot, right? You can find these reticles online, but just search these reticles and you'll find the best reticles for different characters. This one, I think I saw somebody on TikTok using this one and I looked it up and tweaked it slightly, but you can drop the name if you know who it was, but kudos to that because I ain't know who. I definitely didn't create this one. I found it online. You can find these online pretty easily and just load them into your game or just change the settings. But anyway, this is a dope ass reticle because the outside allows you to aim while they're moving. So instead of trying to aim for that center X, I'm aiming for the outer circle and I'm always going to be able to hit them if they're on the move and if you're doing that. But notice that when I'm attacking, I stop moving. I'm not trying to attack and move at the same time because the spread on my attacks makes them weak as fuck. Instead, I'm going for this. The 2 works exactly the same. It's a bigger attack, right? And bow. Like, absolutely shreds, right? He also have Ankhs. These Ankhs draw people in and you can ricochet off of the Ankhs. So this is where it starts to get people really frustrated because they're like, you can't aim. That's a part of his kit. A part of his kit is being able to throw his Ankhs down and then hit the Ankhs instead of hitting you. That is Moon Knight, right? Let's talk positioning. With Moon Knight, you definitely don't want to be in the middle of the battlefield. You don't want to be too far away from everyone. Because if you're too far away, then you're going to get absolutely wrecked. 1v1ing with Moon Knight is an absolute terror. So you want to think about this. You have an Ankh. When you use your Ankh, if I'm positioning up here, say I'm going to, try to get them down there and I'm positioning up here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my Ankh right there. That way, in case someone dives on me, and yes, people will dive on Moon Knight, then instead of trying to panic and hopefully I have a cooldown, I can instantly just turn around and start hitting my Ankh instead of trying to aim for a random character that's pushing me right now, right? Especially, God forbid, a Black Panther, a Spider-Man, or an Iron Fist. You also have a double jump. You have a double jump and you have a grapple. So repositioning with Moon Knight is actually pretty easy. So that's another thing you consider. You see, I moved from there to right here pretty easily. I'm going to position an Ankh, and now I got an Ankh over here, right? Now I got an Ankh over here protecting me. Always use your Ankhs for that purpose. Now, again, if you're here, you don't need the Ankh on the ground. I can still hit them here and take them out. I can hit them, and it's going to ricochet regardless. Now, if I have an Ankh, then I'm going to put this right slightly behind them and in between them because it's going to draw them in, and it's going to be harder for them to kill the Ankhs. Right? And then I can take them out really quickly, right? So if you notice with the Ankhs, there's this circle around the Ankh, and the circle is the damage range. So anyone within that damage range is going to get hit by that Ankh. Some combos: main attack, his big attack, and then his main attack again. You can just spam it after that because you have the animation cancel that happens when you go from your base attack to your big attack. So you'll notice I was able to do that super quickly, right? And this guy almost died on the end right there. But you can do it really, really quickly, right? So if I do it again, left, right, left, left, right, left, boom. You can do this really quickly. The Ankhs don't have a ton of health. So it's really important to position them well. If you drop them in the middle of everybody, so if I say I drop this in front of them, I'm not gonna get much life out of that, right? They're gonna absolutely destroy it really quickly. So the key to the Ankh is making sure you're positioning it, like this one right here. If people are over here fighting my team and I position myself up here, say I get a swing around, I position myself right here, I'm gonna drop the Ankh right there behind them, because by the time they realize what's happening, they're already either dead or very close to it. And realistically, if they're already in 1v1s or 1v3s or just 5v5s, whatever, they're fighting my team, then that's going to give us that additional boost to just take him out. The ult creates an area and drops an insane amount of damage. Now, granted, it's not guaranteed to hit everyone and every time. So you need to be very, 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 very cautious how you use this. So with his ult, what I like to do with this tech is I will drop the ult and then drop an Ankh in the middle. And you almost guarantee that people are dead, right? Because you have that small little window where they're trying to get out, but the Ankh draws them in, and it draws them in. They're taking damage from the ult, and you're also taking damage from you actually ricocheting off of your Ankh. It's an absolute shredder. On top of that, if you partner with a Groot or Doctor Strange using his Eye of Agamotto, any of these things are going to be absolutely amazing because they're kind of like dead in the water, right? So you're going to be able to absolutely shred everyone. So these are the things that you want to consider about Moon Knight.